Today, we're going to go through the wonderful world of edge banding. We're going to start by showing you how we do it here in our shop, and then we're going to show you how you can do it at home. Come on. This is an edge bander. This is what we use in the shop to edge band. It's just a little bit quicker than the way we're going to show you next. Essentially, all we're doing when we're edge banding is heating up a hot melt glue that's on the back of the edge banding and using pressure to adhere it to the board that you're edge banding. This machine just speeds that up for us. Now, the tools we're going to need to do this job are a nice pair of flush cut trimmers, a good file with a fine cut, a J roller to apply the pressure that we require, the edge band trimmer, a sanding block with a hard surfaced bottom, not a soft bottom, and a heat gun to apply the heat to melt the hot melt. And lastly, your edge banding. Don't forget the edge banding, most important part. Now, the most important thing when you're edge banding is the edge of your wood. If you have a nice clean edge, that's how you get the best results. With a bad edge, you're gonna have bad results. So the first thing we want to get started with is our edge banding. All we do, measure out a piece that has a little bit of extra on each side. You break it off. Now, some people like to use irons here. I do not use an iron. I just use a heat gun and a J roller. And what I do is I set it up where I want it, turn on my heat gun, make sure that I'm even on both ends, heat it up a little bit, and just tack that end in. And I go down to the other end, pull it tight, and then heat tack that end in. So now it's not going to go anywhere. Then I'm left-handed, so I start on the left-hand side and work my way across. If you're right-handed, you probably do the opposite. So I just go back, I heat it up, nice and hot, and I'm rolling the surface as I'm heating it up, and then I'm pressing down on each end or each side. Now, if you find that you're a little bit off and it's not going straight, just heat up the tape and set it. The next step, you're going to want to get your flush cut trimmers. You're pushing them up against the edge tight and trimming off the ends, each end. If you're a little bit crooked, you can always go back, trim a little bit more off. Then you want your edge band trimmers. They are clamped together. They've got two blades inside on each side. There's arrows giving you the direction in which you have to go. You just clamp it down nice and tight, push down and pull. And that result there will be fairly decent. I do like to go back and I just push on one side at a time just to get as much off as I can. Like that. And then from here, we're going to take our file. We're going to start with flushing up the ends. And then just a real light on the corner just to take off the sharpness. Same thing on the other side. Take off the sharpness. And then we're going to go down the edge on about a 15-degree angle. We just work our way all the way down. And we do that until we get rid of the burr. And then we're going to come in with the sanding block. And here I've got two sanding blocks. One's got a soft pad, the other one's got a hard pad. You always want to use a sanding block with a hard pad so that it doesn't follow the contours. And all we're doing is cleaning up that 15-degree angle that we put in there, making sure that's perfectly smooth. Then we're going to come back about a 45 and just knock off the sharpness of that edge, just like that. And voila.